What's really good, friends? It's Alidina, and I am absolutely convinced that today is the most amazing day of my life.
This is gonna be the best day of my life.
Did you know that 64% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck? And that the average household income in America is about $4,500 per month? What if I told you that if you bought just one truck, you can make $250,000 a year in passive income? Be, do, have. These three words embody some of the most life-changing advice I ever received in a face-to-face setting. When I was a 19-year-old junior stockbroker in Long Island, New York. And I want to explain this to you exactly as it was explained to me a little later in this video. Building your business is not rocket science. You don't need rich parents or a college degree to do this. You don't even need a CDL.
Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished. When I bought ass tomorrow, y'all thought it was rented.
For me, in my business, I make over $120,000 a week in passive income, just by owning trucks. No, I didn't get here overnight. In fact, I was homeless in 2010, living in Los Angeles, California, literally sleeping in parking lots. I've been a fleet owner for just over a decade now. Listen, you can definitely get to this level too. But what I want to share with you is something I wish I had known back in 2012 when I stepped so far outside of my comfort zone and risked my marriage, my health, and my financial stability in order to attain financial freedom. Here's the reality of what you're looking to accomplish. Passive income varies in degrees of passiveness. Let's say, for example, you buy a truck. You outsource your driver recruiting, outsource your maintenance, and instead of obtaining your own clients, you broker every load out. At this point in time, for the next 500,000 miles, that truck is making money while you're asleep. So you put in the hard work once at the start of your operation. You obtain the equipment, you outsource your entire workflow in regards to that equipment, and now this thing is out there in the world generating income for you. Here's the thing, you have to be absolutely relentless by nature. The ability to hustle means that the 9 to 5 no longer applies to you. It no longer interests you, and you're willing to do whatever it takes to be an alpha and put food on your table. Passive income in the normal course of business takes time to get started. But the beauty of passive income is that once you get over the initial hump, you're no longer trading your time for a fixed value of money. So if you see videos out there talking about how you can get rich quick by whatever scheme is being presented to you, that's a scam. Those things don't exist. Don't waste your time. Money is truly a medium for exchanging value. So when whatever it is that you've built is consistently providing value, that's where passive income is derived. From earning income when your time and immediate effort is not required. If you've ever found yourself up at 3 a.m. pounding your fist on the table, looking in the mirror, or sitting across from your spouse thinking there's gotta be a way that you can build a business, I wanna pause you for a second because it's really important you think about your future business endeavor on a macro basis rather than a micro basis. Look, I'm just giving you an example over here, so don't take this personally if this sounds like you. What I mean by micro money is that if you're thinking you're going to knock it out the park and have a great quality of life by starting up a hookah lounge, for example, selling $20 hookahs until 2 a.m., you'd have to sell 50,000 hookahs just to make $1 million per year. I want you to think about the business ideas that run across your mind on a daily basis. And if the value of each sale is micro in nature, I want you to reconsider that idea. Now, let's look at starting a business that provides value at a macro level. Macro in a sense that you're catering to the greater economy rather than banking on someone walking through your door with $50 so you can ring the register. To quantify this, I am talking about earning at least $1,000 every time you sell a product or provide a service. A temperature-controlled truck can do $10,000 on a single load. You run 100 loads a year, that's $1 million right there. And you can automate that business without brick and mortar. So you can create a business that sells products or services and then automate, delegate, and outsource the time-consuming aspects of that business so that the income that you generate from it is passive by nature. There is something that you can do to differentiate yourself from the bottom percentile, and that is be, do, have. This is a true story. I was 19 years old, working as a junior stockbroker in Long Island, New York. All right, my boss at the time, his name is Bill Brunner, rolls up to the office in a brand new Porsche SUV. This is when the Porsche Cayenne was like super new to the market. Luxury SUVs were just becoming a thing for the elite. I mean, this thing was ballin', right? So like, everyone from the firm steps outside of the office just to check out this whip. And I had literally never seen anything like it. So we step back inside and I'm visibly like blown away by the display of wealth at this firm. And my boss, he must have seen something in my eyes. He calls me into his office. This was the first time I ever had a chance to sit down inside the conference room with him on a one-on-one basis with no one else on our team around. So he pulls out a deck of index cards, draws 3 of them, tells me to write have on one, do on the next, and be on the third. He says, walk out this office on your lunch break and look around the streets of New York, and 9 out of 10 people you will come across on a daily basis live their life according to have, do, be. Like, I don't have what I wanna have, I ain't got nothing to my name, so I can't really do what I wanna do even though I really wanna do it, and because of that, I'll just never be what I wanna be. He goes, rearrange your cards to be, do, have, and you will change the rest of your life beginning today. He said, act as if you're a senior broker at this firm. Act as if you're the president of this company. From today onwards, you first need to be who you want to be. And when you've established your alpha, when you've convinced yourself that you're the top brass, you will then be able to do whatever it is you need to do in order to remain as the person that you have established yourself to be. Once you can figure out in your life how exactly to wake up every single day and be who you want to be, you will do everything you need to do, and as a result, you will eventually have everything you have ever wanted to have. I remember walking out of that office for my lunch break. It was Huntington Village on the North Shore of Long Island, so it was brick outside, right? Like middle of the winter. But I felt like I had the keys to that Porsche in my pocket. The reason I mention this story is because the paradigm shift in your life from being a brokey to being wealthy starts in your mind. If you can embody confidence and define your public persona, that's half your battle. Your professional demeanor is the one thing you can control and change immediately and permanently. Look, I'm not here talking about remote employment. I'm here talking about being your own boss remotely from the comfort of your own home. And there's just 5 key considerations I want to discuss real quick before I jump off that are so important for you to wrap your head around. In this channel, we fact find and dig super deep into proven strategies on remotely building your business from home, efficiency, grit, stamina, and survival of the fittest. How to condition your brain and body for the entrepreneurial road ahead, and how to effectively bootstrap your first $1 million business with no savings and no foundation in business to start. So let's get into those 5 keys I was talking about a little earlier. Productivity, professionalism, patience, perseverance, and progeny. That's right, I'm talking about your offspring and generational wealth, and how to create it since nobody before you was able to figure it out. Hey, if you like what you're watching and you want to come back when I post my next video, just hit the subscribe button below. No doubt it's gonna get emotional. We're gonna expose my mistakes and talk about how you can copycat my success so you can life hack your way into financial freedom. The freedom of waking up when you want, eating lunch when you want, going to the gym when you want, vacationing when you want, and reporting to absolutely nobody but yourself. If you're still trading your time for money and you have ever thought about starting a business, becoming self-sustainable, and living your best life, then keep an eye out for my next video drop. Thank you so much for watching, and see you at the top. I wear shades inside because my future's so bright. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been doing that since, like, actually Anthony Lilly back at Wells Fargo in Beverly Hills, That's the first dude that ever said that. And I remember he said that. I was at the branch, and I was just like, I was rolling. I was like, yo, I'm gonna use that line for forever and a day. They didn't even believe in us. God did.